Monday night, the week begins. 7 p.m. Let love win. Tune in now, don't be late. Marriage Show, it's time to celebrate. Marriage Show podcast every Monday 7. Bringing love and joy, feels like heaven. Marriage Show podcast, turn it up tonight. 7 p.m. We're shining bright. It's Monday night, the week begins. 7 p.m.
Welcome back to the Marriage Show. Real talk, real issues, and real marriage. I am Dr. Ernst Thervil, your host for tonight, and together with my beloved wife, Lady Carline, we are so excited to be here tonight as you join us once again on this Monday night broadcast.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Facebook audience. So we are so delighted to be here with you because every Monday live, every Monday night, we have our live show. So we are you're welcome. And on behalf of my husband that's next to me and myself, we are you're welcome in our marriage show tonight.
So tonight is not light, tonight is heavy, but it is also deliberating, where we will be discussing part of our marriage foundation, the letter J. So we started with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Now we are in J. And this one will basically expose something that quietly destroy marriage. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, invite a friend, invite a family, let them know that we are live. What we are discussing tonight will definitely save your marriage, help you to enjoy your marriage, and position you to royalty in your marriage. But you have to call your husband or your wife, tell them to stay tuned and connect right now. If you have a friend or a family member who is anywhere else in the world, including somewhere else they don't speak English, they can tap in, because this show is at the same times in English and sometimes a little bit of Creole.
And then we know for some couples, every Monday night is a date night. So if you are married, just grab your spouse, sit on the couch, and just relax, and just take the ride.
If it is your date night, just like my wife just says, why don't you just type in the comment, just type date night for me? Or whether you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, just say date night for me. And we applaud you. We thank you because you make Monday night just like it is a special, divine, romantic appointment for us. And I know it is the same thing for you, because every Monday night we have to dress up. Every Monday night we have to put makeup on. It's just a date night for us. Every Monday night we have to put our makeup on, dress on, take a shower,
put our makeup on,
and all
just
that.
make sure that we match.
Yeah.
Honey, what you wearing tonight?
Exactly,
What you wearing
exactly.
tonight, so we can match. So it's just every Monday night, it's a date night for us.
Yes, so just like I told you, we are discussing the letter J in English, qui c'est J ancré en français. The letter J in English. So J for men, there is, each time we come up with a letter in the alphabet, which is the foundation of marriage, we figured we come up with a word that is suitable for men and a word that is suitable for women. And the word suitable for men from the letter J tonight is justification.
And the one for the ladies is joy.
While we justifying our joy, and joy is just justifying us So call a friend, share the live, share it on Facebook, YouTube, every single platform that you have, share it, because there is a man that's going to be set free, deliberated tonight from the show, and there's going to be a woman, a wife, a Isha, who's going to enjoy the fact that she is a Isha, the fact that she's a married woman. Do you know a lot of people are married, but they're not really enjoying the marriage?
Oh yes, we there's so many people that's in the marriage, and I think that's what we use the term sometimes, married but living single.
Exactly. So too many people are in their marriage not enjoying it. So the purpose of our show, this marriage show, is to guide you, give you the tools and the weapon, the ammunitions that you need, the education, because my people perish by a lack of knowledge anyway, so that you can definitely enjoy your marriage. So having said this, we have a lot of materials to help you when you're not listening to the show during the week. You can read this book, Divine Synergy. Divine Synergy is our first book that we wrote in 2023. It is the transformative power of a purposeful marriage. This book is for those who are married. So if you can grab a copy, you will find the foundation of your marriage in this book. As a matter of fact, a lot of stuff that I'm teaching at church, profound stuff, you can find them in this book. But don't just buy it and put it on the shelf collecting dust. You definitely got to buy the book. If you want to know about the foundation of marriage, what God has in his mind and his intention for marriage, you got to grab this book. This book is in French. It's on Amazon and a lot of 50 more different platforms. You can get it there if you just Google my name, Ernst Thervil. So also you can find it in my website. The link is in the description, is in the comment section of the whatever platform that you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, grab a copy. It's in the French language and also in English. The other the other book that we just wrote, 25. This is powerful. 25 secrets to build a silver love into lasting legacy. So we call this book Marriage Masterpiece. Marriage Masterpiece is 25 secrets for our 25 years of marriage. 25 secrets that you need. Any young marriage, anybody who's been married for 1 year up to 24, even after 25, the secrets that you will find in this book is priceless. It's only $25, but I guarantee you, after you read this book, you're gonna want to pay $50, $75 because of the wisdom, of the knowledge, the tools, and the experience. It's raw experience that we drop over here. So you don't want to miss this book. You don't want to miss this book. Let me let you introduce the book.
Yes, and then we have 2 devotional booklets. So one say, I respect my husband and I listen to my wife. And you know, one thing that the man needs the most from us ladies, to respect. So when every day from 31 days, if you you just read 1 chapter a day, and then at the end you will see a lot of information in this booklet. I respect my husband. That's one of the big things the husband needs. And also, I respect my husband. So that's one thing the guys need the most, for us to respect them. And also, I listen to my wife. And you know, most of the men, they don't really listen to their wives. Most men, they don't listen to their women in their lives. So this booklet, my husband wanted to encourage you. If you read 1 chapter a day for 31 days,
31 days.
Guarantee you, for 31 days, I guarantee you,
yes,
after that 31 days, you'll just
we don't believe in taking years to see results.
Yes.
So you ought to see results right away. So if you have men's group from your church, women's group from your church, men's group, women's group, just do the devotional with your women's group, and you will see the transformation that's going to happen in their lives, whether they are married or not. Because if somebody is not married yet, the first thing they need to start doing is to listen. To respect. Because if you don't respect your father, if you don't respect your leader, if you don't respect the man in your life, most likely you will not respect your husband. And most women who ended up not respecting their husband is because first they have disrespected their father. So you need women's group. I encourage you, we are still early during the year, so I would encourage women's group to grab this. It's not expensive. It's only $10, and it's a nice read. It's only $10. All the women from your church, from my church, can just grab this. In our women's group, we just do it as a book club. Make it a book club. And the men, same thing. Make it a book club among the men when you meet. And I guarantee you, in 31 days, we don't believe in long results. It should not take time to start seeing results. And also, this is one of my favorite books. I wrote for people who are not single, who are not married yet. I love the fact that you're gonna find your shoes. You're gonna find the shoes that really fits you, the person, your person out there, your spouse. In this book, it's only 6 chapters for men, because the number of men is 6. I give you 6 chapters, 6 secrets. I even give you the question to ask when you go on a date with a woman or a man to decipher, to determine if she's the one. You don't need 2 years. You don't need 3 years. You don't need a year to determine if he or she is the one. In 90 days, you will have clarity. I'm saying clarity. Clarity to say, no, that's not my cup of tea. No, that's not mine. I am perfectly fine where I'm at. Or to say, well, yes, I'm moving forward with you, or no, I'm not moving. This is the much of clarity that you need without any confusion. So in the link below, just click on the link. It will take you to my website. Order this book, and you're gonna get it in less than a week. Less than a week, we'll ship it to you so that you can start practicing. And the next thing that we have coming up for the single people, I'm super excited. Let me see if I can find that video and play it. Super excited about this coming event on March 22nd for single people in Orlando, Tampa, Florida, wherever you are, New York, Boston. Just travel, because that is going to help you to have the clarity and the discernment that you need to choose your partner, because it is not good for men to be alone.
You're not still single because you're unworthy. You're single because no one taught you how to discern and date with clarity. This Valentine's season, stop blaming timing. Stop blaming the dating pool. Start gaining clarity. People continue to get married every day.
Husband and wife, and let no man put asunder what God has put together.
Join us, March 22nd, 2026, Orlando, Florida, at the Finding the One Symposium. You'll learn how to recognize a spouse, not just a spark, how to avoid emotionally unavailable people, how to prepare yourself for the right relationship. The event is free, but clarity is priceless. Spots are limited. Click the link to reserve your seat. You're not still single because you're unworthy. You're single because no one taught you how to discern and date with clarity. This Valentine's season, stop blaming timing. Stop blaming the dating pool. Start gaining clarity. People continue to get married every day.
Husband and wife, and let no man put asunder what God has put together.
Join us, March 22nd, 2026, Orlando, Florida, at the Finding the One Symposium. You'll learn how to recognize a spouse, not just a spark, how to avoid emotionally unavailable people, how to prepare yourself for the right relationship. The event is free, but clarity is priceless. Spots are limited. Click the link to reserve your seat. You're not still...
Oui, ou ap joindre lien, soit dans Facebook, ou ap gade là dans description, ou du moins dans YouTube, en bas, m'kwe c'est lien numéro 2, on va comme ça, ou bien numéro 1. So, on connaît haïtien par aimer information. Par aimer connaissance. C'est quelques graines qui remet connaissance, c'est pas tout. Même les forts connaît que peuple moins, la Bible dit ça, peuple moins périt par faute de connaissance. Majorité mariage ou est cap crasé là, y a crasé par faute de connaissance. So let me tell you, if you are a pastor listening to me, send all your young people, send all the people at your church who are still single, because the struggle is real. The struggle is real. So send them, register actually your entire youth group, your entire church. It is for free. It is a free event, man. This event alone, I should have charged at least $200 to $300 per person to come, because the information that we are dropping is just the wisdom that we'll be sharing in this symposium is just so powerful. It's gonna save the church with all the headache. So do me this favor tonight, find the link and go ahead and register. And anybody who's listening to me right now, you know somebody who is single, please do me a favor. Copy the link under the description that you're watching and share it with somebody. Share it with someone. If they don't speak English, we'll make sure that somebody who understands English sit right next to them. And for us, when we do a presentation, we have a tendency to do it in 2 languages. We switch our language. We flow into languages to make sure that everybody understands what we are saying.
Don't let the language barriers just prevent you from coming to this event.
Definitely not. Yes. Definitely not. Yes. So don't let
this is for everybody.
This is for everyone at your church, particularly pastors, please. People who are in the community who are not part of any church and you are still single and you desire to know, to be with somebody. We are not together for companionship only. We are together to fulfill a divine purpose in our lives as human beings. And as I preach, go ahead.
I know sometimes there's good things going on in the community, and there's just people just kind of, it's just hard. It's hard for them to register. It's hard for them to go. But I remember there was a church that we used to be. Sometimes they just I think one person or one of the leaders just register everybody to go to any conference.
Yeah.
So sometimes, just like you said, the pastors, the leaders can just sign up, especially the young people, to go to this event. Sometimes it's just you have to have someone that kind of push you or encourage you to do certain things. So we encourage anybody that's a leaders at the church, because the more your young people has knowledge or understand, the more easy it's going to be for you at the church. The less headache. Less headache is gonna be for you, because when it comes to the dating life, so things going to be more easy because they have clarity, they have discernment, they know when somebody come try to talk to them, they see all the red flashes.
All the red flags.
Red flags. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's happening to just like you say, sometimes my tongue is stuck. Yes, just all the red flags. But sometimes when you learn, sometimes when you read, sometimes when you educate yourself, sometimes when you go to conference, sometimes when you go to those symposium, and you have discernment and clarity, so you will know that, okay, this person, they just come to my life to play. They are up to no good. They're players, all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we encourage, go to the link, register. I know it's a free program, but whatever we're going to offer, it is not free.
Yeah, so the minute you click on the live, if you are watching on Facebook, if you click on the live to watch it, and the next thing you will see the link comes up. You just say to register, click here, and you just click, and it's free. So the other thing that you can do, one person can just register everybody.
Yes.
For example, you put your name and then you put your name 10 times, 20 times, 15 times. That and you can do it that way so that you bring everyone. I know there's a church that does that. There's the person who's in charge of family life in the church. She registered herself, but maybe like 10 or 15 times, so that she'll bring the people who are not yet married, because it's too complicated out there. Relationship is too complicated these days. The enemy makes relationship so complicated, and we need an army of men and women of God to come together to make this happen, because marriage is divinely appointed. It is godly.
It is God.
So the enemy who's against God, he's against marriage. And the revelation that God gave me through my sermon last weekend, where Yahweh is hiding himself when men, he hiding his identity, hiding his name when Adam and Eve come together, when men and men come together. So this kind of tie together with the presentation that I made at the conference, because I was talking about God is the architect. So what the designer, let's say designer Cynthia, for example, you will know that it's designer Cynthia's clothes when you pull the tag back, like here.
He has the tag
has her name on it.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. When God, in the name men and women, Ish and Isha, he hides Yah. So this is, as a designer, he puts it right there. Right there. And when you pull that shirt, when you remove the dress, you know, booyah, he is the designer. He is the person that designed the dress or the shirt or the suit. Because every single one of the things I did not have a chance to speak on, we're just flowing right now, is the fact that you will not know really who's the designer until you pull the dress.
That's
then
right.
when you start pulling the dress, when you look at the suit, you see the tag says MS. It says whatever the name of the designer, and that's what God does for our marriage. When we see us together, you think it's only us. There is a name. There is a name. There's a covenantal name.
That's true.
And it Yah.
You can have a green suit and someone else has a green suit, but when you check,
It's a different designer. It's a different designer. But for us, for our marriage, we know the name in the tag. We know the name of the designer. It's Yah.
Yeah,
It's Yah.
for Yahweh.
So which name designed your marriage? Which designer? Which architect? Who signs the blueprint?
Is that Yah and as the center of that?
Oh yeah,
marriage?
as a center, right? The center. You know they put the tag right there at the center.
Yes.
As a designer. So therefore, people needs to know when they enter a marriage, they don't just be in it for just because they feel each other, they love each other, not casually. But there is a mighty name.
Yes.
The covenant name of God is hidden. Is hidden there when Adam and Eve. Oh, this is so powerful. Adam and Eve comes together. So register for this event. And people who are not married yet, if you want to learn more information, if you want to be educated, be empowered, know more about your marriage. I know there's somebody who's not married. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna read this book to make sure that I have the right person."
Or somebody's that's already married.
Somebody's already married.
Okay.
She's gonna buy the book to make sure that her husband is the right person. So.
And then if you notice that the husband is not the right person, don't leave him, but you can shift things.
Yeah, you can shift things.
You can shift things.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
because knowledge is power.
That's right.
Nelson Mandela says, if you want to change your world, you
Yes.
got to change it through marriage.
That's right.
Got to change it through marriage. So tell your friends, your sisters, your nephew, your cousins, and anybody who's not married yet, even those who are married, come to this symposium on March 22nd, 2022, right here in Orlando. It's a free event. You do not want to miss.
As a matter of fact, if you're married, you come to this symposium, I think you will have a better marriage.
Definitely.
You will understand your spouse better, especially when you notice that there's a lot of things. Oh, we didn't do this. Oh, yes, we made that mistakes. But knowledge is power.
Yeah, yeah. And most people ended up dating each other, engage into this relationship, even getting married with no knowledge, absolutely no knowledge, assuming that marriage will run itself. Marriage is a science all by itself. It's just so scientific when we understand the concept, the divine power behind this. It's so complex. It's so deep, because when God is comparing his relationship, he compares it to a marriage. This is one of the best things that God ever created. Yeah. One of the best. But the enemy is trying to make it into the worst. Mm-hmm. So we are determined in this ministry to shift that. That's right. And without mentioning name, we were talking to a few people. One of them say, well, there are a lot of people out there, including people who were married before. They say they don't believe in pure love anymore. Yes. They don't believe in marriage anymore. I'm like, wow.
Almost like they're just leaving.
When you stop believing in marriage, let me speak to somebody who lost hope right now. Let me look at the camera and speak to you. When you stop believing in marriage, almost like you're saying you stop believing in the loving power of God. Because God instituted marriage so that marriage resemble his love, his relationship. And one time God wanted to show Israel how deep is his love for them. He asked his prophet to go marry a prostitute. So each time God wants to demonstrate the power of his love, he uses marriage as the illustration. To demonstrate Jesus' love for the church, he uses marriage as an illustration. So when we are living our marriage, the life of our marriage, when we determine to enjoy and build and conquer in our marriage, we are doing something that is divine, no matter what your religion or your denomination is. You are doing something that is divine. We'll be right back.
Single because you're unworthy. You're single because no one taught you how to discern and date with clarity. This Valentine's season, stop blaming timing. Stop blaming the dating pool. Start gaining clarity. People continue to get married every day.
Husband and wife, and let no man put asunder what God has put together.
Join us March 22nd, 2026, Orlando, Florida, at the Finding the One Symposium. You'll learn how to recognize a spouse, not just a spark, how to avoid emotionally unavailable people, how to prepare yourself for the right relationship. The event is free, but clarity is priceless. Spots are limited. Click the link to reserve your seat. You're not still single because you're unworthy. You're single because no one taught you how to discern and date with clarity. This Valentine's season, stop blaming timing. Stop blaming the dating pool. Start gaining clarity. People continue to get married every day.
Husband and wife, and let no man put asunder what God has put together.
Join us March 22nd, 2026, Orlando, Florida, at the Finding the One Symposium. You'll learn how to recognize a spouse, not just a spark, how to avoid emotionally unavailable people, how to prepare yourself for the right relationship. The event is free, but clarity is priceless. Spots are limited. Click the link to reserve your seat. You're not still single.
Click the link to reserve your seat for this powerful event, because it seems like my heart is in the right place with the single people. Not because I want to officiate 100 weddings before I die, before I retire. Not the purpose, but the more I go deeper in understanding God's purpose for marriage, I'm more devoted to help saving marriage before it starts, and help saving marriage while you are in it, and even people who have made a decision to get a divorce. I strongly believe together with prayer, wisdom, and the right attitude, it can work out. I strongly believe in that. Prayer, wisdom, and the right attitude, it can work out. Because we will not let the enemy win.
Amen.
But for some folks who went through this path and say, well, that's the best decision that you have to take, I respect that. I respect your decision, and I honor you for taking the decisions for yourself. But all I know, just like Jesus says to Peter, when you turn around, strengthen your brothers. Strengthen your brothers. Even if you don't need this, come, maybe you can help somebody else.
You can strengthen your brothers.
Strengthen your brothers.
You may not need it for you, but when you cross path with someone that's in need, you can just educate them.
Yeah. One episode, one show we need to come up with is to, because I was talking to somebody who went through a divorce, and that person helped us understand that somebody who went through a divorce, Pastor, they never been the same, even though they are in a different relationship.
Yes.
I'm like, wow.
Never be the same.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Time.
Like, wow. Never be the same. They never be the same. And
They're married, they have a new spouse, they're smiling, but they never be the same, because especially if they've been through a lot in that relationship, there's always that scar.
So the next event we'll be doing after the single symposium. So it's a symposium for divorcees. It's a symposium for divorcees, people who went through a divorce.
Yes.
People who went through a divorce. So the purpose, after I talked to that divorcee, to that person who told me they never be the same. They never been the same. So I'm determined to pursue this and see if we can bring restoration where they can enjoy the love of God again, because I strongly believe there is power in restoration. But the problem is, after I talk to the person, I understand the problem may be because they have not been restored.
Because if you never be the same, there's something that, even though you are in that relationship, you're holding back. Like every time you want to go forward and you see that, where you've been through. But when you said that you're going to do that symposium for divorcees, I know that after that seminar, after when we get together and do that session for them, they will not say that they will
I think a symposium is not even enough. Maybe it has to be a retreat a retreat, like we go somewhere where they
spend a weekend.
to spend a weekend where they can be vulnerable. There could be a space for healing. There could be a space for them to pour their heart. There could be an environment where that is where they feel a sense of confidentiality, where they can talk, they can share. So I'll bring therapists. I'll bring
so they can do some one-on-one.
some
even though
one-on-one.
we do that retreat, but they can have
Exactly.
So you know what that telling me, after what you just said. So I feel like they're not, just like you said, they're not completely healed. They may be in a relationship, smiling, happy, but there's something. I feel like they're not giving the 100% to that. To that new relationship.
Yeah, particularly if the person they are with does not understand their purpose in their lives. They thought maybe they're just there for a man and woman, husband and wife, but wow, there must be a bigger purpose in the person's life. What if God sent you to the person's life as a healer?
Yes.
Or as an encourager, as an uplifter, as somebody who is a God sent? So they need to understand all that, how it works, in order to really enjoy life, love again.
And the more that you're not coming as a healer, the more this person's going to withdraw and not sharing what's going on. And then maybe it can be the wife of the husband. They probably try to approach their spouse about what happened in the past, and then maybe that spouse might say to them, get over this. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But we want you to be free.
Exactly. Well, we're gonna transition to the J tonight. J for men is justification.
And J for women is joy.
Justification. What is that? Men loves to justify. So by definition, what is justification? Justification is the habit of defending yourself instead of taking responsibilities. Men love to justify themselves. Men loves to defend themselves instead of taking responsibilities. So this J tonight has the power to let you see yourself naked and also get dressed, becoming a different man. So tonight, if I'm talking to you in a brief moment, if you need more, you can call us for a session. We can dive deeper into this. But we are talking to a man who wants to become an extraordinary man today. So justification is the habit the man has every single time his wife or somebody else addressing him with an issue. He tends to defend himself instead of taking the responsibility to say that, well, I understand what you're saying. I see what you're saying, or things like that. But instead of taking responsibilities, the man start arguing. The man starts justifying himself. He starts saying, well, I didn't mean it like this. I didn't mean it like this. Or that's not what I said. Or I've heard men saying to women or to the wife, you are overreacting. You are too sensitive.
Yes.
Ladies, if you ever heard that word, say, I've heard it before. You don't have to mention the word, but you've heard it before. Let me know if you have heard that before. A man in your life, maybe it's a boyfriend, a fiancé, or a husband, where you bring a matter to him. So his reaction is like, you are overreacting, or you are too sensitive, or you always twisting my words, or you are gaslighting. Oh, that's just how I am. When you hear those kinds of words, this is Adam talking, not just the husband yet. Because A man that continues to defend himself will accuse himself more. Don't they, women? The more you defend yourself, the more you accuse yourself. Because justification does one thing to human being. Defending does one thing to human being. It replaces humility. A defensive man will feel safe, but it will destroy this relationship because his wife is not going to feel safe. Let's say that each time your wife brings a matter to you, you use a weapon, or you're too sensitive, or you're overreacting, or that's not what you see, that's not what you want, what you understand, that's not what it is. When you keep on doing that, making her feel bad, making her feel solo. Garçon haïtien bon dans ça en pile. You know I got to switch it to Creole sometimes.
We have Macomé Martin on the line.
Yeah. En pile, garçon haïtien remen fait ça. Chaque fois yo pote un bagay devant, fille a pote un bagay devant, li dit que attendez pour peut avant fille a pote bagay là devant garçon. En pile gymnastique, oui, fille a fait le parler, il pense, il réfléchit en pile avant d'adresser sujet. Mais depuis elle vient adresser sujet, c'est défendre tête tout, c'est accuser ou pas accuser le plus, c'est dire ou dire c'est pas ça lié. Oh c'est ça ouais, c'est pas ça. Ça ouais, c'est pas ça lié. Ou gen les fous, ou gen les pas bon, ou gen les aveugles. Il va pas là.
She's gonna find someone else to talk to because every time you come, she try to talk to you, and you just always so defensive, always bring justification. So she's not gonna talk to you.
Share this life with a man that you know tonight who loves to justify himself, or in another word, who loves to defend himself. Partagez live là avec un garçon ou connaît qui remet défendre tête li. Tout bagay faut chercher en défense. Tout bagay faut ba on excuse. Tout bagay faut dire un bagay. Tout bagay li virer problème nan sou li dit c'est ou problème nan. Ladies, have you ever talked to a man, your husband, your husband, your fiancé, your boyfriend, and then all of a sudden you bring the subject to him, so he start making you feel guilty again.
Yeah. Yes, we heard that all the time.
He's telling you that, oh, it's because you this, it's because you that, it's because of you, it's because of you. Ou pas que j'entende garçon dire, oh, c'est vous qui fait ça. Oh, parce que c'est madame, non, c'est fille qui fait ça, oui. No, nobody can make you do anything that you don't want to do. So the more you justify yourself, the more you defend yourself, you know what that means? It's making the person who's next to you, your wife, is making her feel more unsafe. Plus wap défendre tout, c'est plus li senti li pas en sécurité dans mariage là. And there are two areas when women say they are not safe, they are not safe. Lorsque in the area of when they bring a matter to the husband or the boyfriend or fiancé, then they don't feel heard.
Yeah, they just take it lightly.
They don't feel heard. Or in the other area is that when they know they are out there, other women can point fingers at her, calling her dumb, stupid, and idiot because they are with you, man. Those two areas. Il y a deux côtés que fille a senti qu'elle n'est pas en sécurité. Premièrement, c'est lorsque elle pote un sujet devant et puis vous faire sembler, vous faire sentir son petit monde, vous faire sentir son monde rase, vous faire sentir son égaré, son djé, son imbécile lié parce qu'elle pote un sujet ça. Oh, c'est la réagi, la mal agi, son monde fou lié.
It's not that serious.
Il pas sérieux, c'est pas mal. Yeah, exactly. And number, deuxièmement, c'est lorsque moun nan connaît qu'il est sorti ensemble avant, bon, moun pas respecter le dehors, moun pas bal valet, parce que l'ensemble avant, y a ri sou li, y a dit son petit jet, y égaré, li laisse ali pas en sécurité même. So, tonight, all I want to say is, when you justified, keep on justifying. When you're defending, keep on defending yourself. Anytime the person brings something to you, man, it's in your nature. Listen to me, man. Let me hear me out, man. It is in our nature. The first thing to do is to defend ourselves off light. fight or flight. But tonight, I have provision. If you stay tuned, my wife is going to switch to the J for women. And then when I come back, I'll provide some clues, some hints, some good things that you can say instead of saying, I didn't mean it like that. Or that's not what I said.
Yeah.
That's not what you saw.
Overreacting.
You overreacting. You always twisting my words. What is it that you cannot
Yeah,
understand?
that's not what I say. You're always twisting my word. That's what you just said.
Yes.
I'm not a kid.
Exactly. So instead of that, I will give you the antidote to that, what to say, so that you stop, starting today, defending yourself. That's why this book is important. Muy importante. This book is only 30 days. Read it and practice it and apply it. It's a devotional. Why it is a devotional? It's not only giving you the knowledge that you need, but it gives you things to practice, to start practicing. Because practice makes perfect. It's not just reading, but practicing. That's why devotionals are important. So read this book and apply it, man. Change you, to create transformation from a defender, a justifier, to a man who is responsible. Now let's just talk to the ladies.
So joy, so you know the J for the women is joy. Joy is the emotional atmosphere of warm lightness and appreciation that keeps love alive. And you know, I know sometimes they say happy wife,
Happy life.
happy life, or we can say happy wife, happy home. Because we know when we have joy, when we have happiness, so you have happy home. Joy is not a constant happiness, but joy is intentional delight. And when you get warm, when we say warm, and because the warm is just like it's, you just create an atmosphere, you just create an environment. It's like you're inviting something that you're comfortable, you're inviting positive vibes in the house. And the home, when a woman carries joy, lorsque on figue qu'est content, the home feels lighter. When we have joy, like almost like everybody's moving. Like the husband's moving, children are moving. They notice that mommy's happy. Husbands notice that his wife is happy. Almost like everything just flow. Because the woman as the queen of the house, as the flower of the house. So she's happy, she's enjoying, and then you see the atmosphere shift. Like the house is welcoming. And then you feel like there's a kindness, there's a sense of ease, there's joy, no stress, no tension. When we don't have joy, like you feel like there's tension, like tipitoes you. So when a woman carries joy, conversations feel softer. Because I know, I remember, especially when we got married, because you know I was learning. Like sometimes I may not get up happy. Like maybe I'm going through something, like something going on. Et puis on vient parler avec moi. Comme si c'est sauter ou senti me sauter. And then m'gonta des filles à parler comme ça. Oh moi-même voyez l'en l'air, m'attraper. So ça son terme. Voyez l'en l'air, m'attraper. So when a woman carries joy, l'autre de nous porter joie, fille porter joie, regardez tout bagaille flow, conversations feel softer. Ou pas être pour son monde qui veut sauter au monde la parler. She's happy, like her husband's talking to her. You feel like, you know, her tone of voice is softer. Her children's talking to her. You see her tone of voice is softer. You know, everything's flow. And when a woman carries joy, intimacy feels easier. You know, sometimes a woman can be so upset, like, you know, figure married, they're not happy. And then probably the man wants intimacy, because also I know there's men, The love language is intimacy. And they want to approach the wife. They want to approach the girlfriend, or they want to approach the fiance. But the fact that the women or the wife is just so upset, like you see on their face, they're not even approachable. You want to get intimacy, you want to approach your wife, but you don't know how, because she's not carrying joy, because maybe there's something going on. So, and then intimacy, it becomes uneasy because you don't know where to touch her, how to approach her. Even if you want to sit next to her, ou vle chita bon kote lui pour ta foti parler avec elle, but the fact that you see that she's bitter, upset, jacked up, just like they always say, you don't know how to approach her. But when she carries joy, intimacy becomes easier. And when a woman carries joy, the marriage feels alive. Like, just like I said, everything's flow. Everybody's happy. The husband's happy. The wife is happy. The children's happy. Everybody's enjoying the marriage. Nobody's saying that I regretted to be here. Nobody said that I didn't sign for this. But it's flowing.
Yeah, let me tell you, ladies, you are the source of joy.
Yes.
I'm taking my time to say it. M'bral dil non l'autre langue tout. M'pa kon si c'est espagnol ou bien si c'est en créole, m'ko connaît ki langue m'observe avec non. But you are the source of joy.
Yes.
Ou c'est source la joie. So ladies, let me help you understand this. I've heard women saying this word all the time. My husband does not make me happy. Yes. This is a wrong statement. Fille a dit, oh, Marie m'pa fait qu'elle m'content. M'content de m'bagé. Yeah, Marie m'pa fait qu'elle m'content. Surtout femme haïtien, toujours dit ça en pile. Puis mauvaise déclaration que vous avez fait sous tête, tout c'est ça. Marie m'pa fait qu'elle m'content. C'est tant qu'on dit que on monde qui se sous là et puis on va pas prendre de l'eau on l'autre côté pour venir vider dans sous là. Can you understand? On puits là côté c'est là de l'eau à ta sortie et puis pour pas prendre de l'eau dans petit bokit dans tuyau pour venir vider dans tout ça.
C'est dans sous-soin.
Exactement. Yeah. So ladies, listen to me. You are the source of joy. Jesus, you the center of my joy. So Jesus is the center of your joy, and you find your source. You find sous joie, c'est dans vous que lié in the marriage. Women, my dear women, single women, dating women, engaged women, married women, unmarried women, and also women who decided not to get married. You are the source of the joy of your leader, of your pastor. If you are listening to me tonight and you are decided you're not getting married, you are the joy of your uncle. You are the joy of your father. You are the joy of your pastor. You are the pearl. You are the diamond. You are royalty. So there isn't a man yet born other than Jesus that can really satisfy your joy. And that's why the woman by the pool who went to get water by the well, and she had so many men, like Jesus said, because she was looking for happiness in men. I feel like preaching. Where is my preacher cap?
And then she can get her own happiness, or she can create her own happiness, because no one can make you happy but yourself.
Women, yes. No man, there is no man can bring you a little joy for a moment. Because there's a big difference between joy, having the sense of a moment, for a temporary joy. But joy and happiness is inside of you. Yes. Somebody can bring you in something temporary. But true joy and happiness, you are the source, is inside of you. That's why this woman was looking. She was looking, going from one man to the other, expecting.
She goes to that man and then she didn't get happiness. She
Yeah.
moved to the next one.
No. You see the mistakes that a lot of young women, a lot of women made for dating several men is that they thought they could find happiness in men. And a lot of married women made the same mistake. En pile moun ki marié, yo fait même erreur, yo pensé que yo ka mari yo un garçon capable ba yo joie et qu'on y a yo tombé, yo dit o nèg la pas fait qu'elle content, m'quitter le mal joindre on l'autre. Bon m'dou la vérité mesdames. Nèg ka fait qu'elle content temporairement, nèg pas gagné capacité interne, nèg pas gagné what it really takes pour bon yon joie permanent. Moi même c'est vérité m'bay nous connaît dans chose ça. We don't talk about roses, it's real talk, real issues in real marriage. Take it like it is hot.
And it is so true because sometimes you see women buy themselves flowers.
Yeah.
So, and then they're just sitting, they go to the spa alone.
Yeah.
Because they know that they can have their own happiness. They can make their own joy. So they buy themselves flowers. And I remember one time we went to a cruise. Mm-hmm. And then we saw this young lady.
Yep.
She was on the cruise alone.
By herself.
And then in a moment especially me, because I like to go on vacation with you, and I find it so weird. Mm-hmm. But she knows that she can make her own happiness. She can cultivate her own happiness. She can create her own happiness. Not men can give her happiness.
And Rupert, let me give you an example to show you what you were saying. This that you just explained, men cannot do it. I'm just supporting my thesis that men cannot bring happiness and joy to women. Yes. Women is the source of their own joy. Yes. There are certain things a woman can do to bring her own happiness and joy. Men cannot do it by himself. Women can go to vacation all by herself and enjoy her vacation. Yes. But when a man goes to vacation by himself, know that he's desperate. Yes, so there are certain things a woman can go to the spa by herself to bring her own, to create her own joy and happiness.
Flowers, she's enjoying. But
men cannot do that.
Men cannot do that.
Yeah.
If men try to do that, and then sometimes we heard a lot of stories, that's when just probably go to the bar, get a drink next time.
More trouble.
One night stand.
More trouble.
When they wake up, they just notice that they're next to a woman.
Yeah.
But women, you can find your own joy. Joy is cultivated. Smile intentionally. Because I remember the bishop that celebrating our 25th wedding, he was saying that, I'm always smiling. Mm-hmm. Because smile intentionally. When you smile, you bring joy to yourself. Because nobody's gonna put a smile in your face if you don't put a smile in your face.
Yep.
You gotta put a smile in your face and then enjoy, like compliment freely. And sometimes I can just look in the mirror and I know that I'm beautiful. I say, man, this girl is beautiful. So whenever somebody told me that, oh, you look good, I know. I can be nice. I say thank you. But
yes.
You already know. So create fun moments, just fun moments. Just like we were saying that. Fun moment. You can just take a walk. That's a fun moment. I see, as a matter of fact, when we went to Tampa, we saw this young lady. She was at the restaurant alone. She was sitting next to us. By herself.
Yeah, I saw that.
So she was just creating her own joy.
Yeah.
Maybe she's probably went to the restaurant and just relaxing after a breakup. We don't know.
Yeah.
But she just know that she's the only one that can bring joy to herself.
So what we are saying tonight, when women understand that they are the source of joy, and men understand that they are the source of responsibilities, then we merge men taking responsibility for their action and women bringing joy to the sadness that is in the home.
In the home.
Now you start having not just marriage as serious business, but marriage as a delight. So that is the E in the Bell framework that we came up with. The E, to enjoy marriage. So the real way, the best way we enjoy marriage is not in the defensive, not trying to defend yourself all the time, man. But is to really say, instead of saying that's not what I meant, you say, well, I see how that hurts you.
Yes.
That wasn't my intention, but
like
I take my responsibility. C'est pour dire que on comprend moi comment ça blessé, moi comment ça fait mal qu'on y a là, mais pas de intention pour ça faire mal. Moi prends responsabilité parce que être un homme c'est être responsable. Être un monsieur marié c'est une responsabilité. So as a matter of fact, the day Adam transformed from Adam to men, he becomes a leader. And that's the attitude of the leader, is to take responsibility, is to say, I see how that hurts you. I see how you feel about that. I understand what you're saying, but it's not my intention. I take responsibility. I take full responsibility for it. That's leadership. That's a man. That's a husband. Instead of saying, you're too sensitive, you said, well, help me understand what you are feeling. Help me understand. Help me understand what you are feeling.
So joy makes a man wants to come home. And when I say joy makes a man want to come home, ladies, imagine. Let's say you're always so upset, like you're not bringing joy in the home, you're not happy, you're not smiling, you're not laughing. So, and we know we see that a lot. Like sometimes men, they're just driving around, they just don't want to come home. So just imagine, let's say your husband call you, or your boyfriend, your fiance, they want to come to see you. I mean, of course, a husband wants to come home. And then they're calling you on the phone. And
exactly.
Do you think the person's wanna come home? Because he knows that the minute that he step foot in the house, you're gonna start trouble.
Yeah. Mesdames ou même qui gen mari ou connaissent la fait one kaila pour louer les lumières chambre nan fermé. Pour louer les lumières chambre nan fermé pour le ka entrer la kaila assoya émission ça c'est pour vous. The show is for you tonight. Those of you who have your husband who keeps on driving you around the neighborhood or playing dominoes ap jouer nan quartier pour
excuses not to be home.
Exactement, pour le temps, pour juste les lumières fermées pour l'entrée à soya émission ça pour vous, because you create in a home atmosphere to say, baby, come home. And he cannot wait to come home, because when he comes home, he just don't know what's going to be waiting for him. He just don't know. He doesn't know if it is dinner in the dining room or dinner in the bedroom. Wherever it is, he comes home. Joy.
The minute that, because when you call, you already give him a sign that what's waiting for him.
Yeah.
Either, is it trouble? Oops, let me stay awake. Or let me drive to make it home.
Exactly. Call your husband, who had this habit of driving around, to wait until you sleep to come home. Say, babe, every night you are coming home. You're going to find a joyful home. You're going to find a joyful wife. You're going to enjoy a joyful family in Jesus' name. Take a decision tonight. Take a decision tonight. If you don't take that decision, nobody will take that decision for you, because you cannot be in a divine marriage and you are not enjoying it. Ou pas ka non mariage, ou pas ka jouir, ou pas ka enjoy mariage la tout non l'enfer. Ou pas quitter, ou rester là, mais ou rester dans l'enfer. Qui moun qui vle rester dans l'enfer? Qui moun qui vle rester dans esclavage? On changer esclavage là à swear. Ayudame por favor. Tendez-moi s'il vous plaît. Écoute-moi attentivement, s'il vous plaît.
We don't want any defensive husband, because a defensive husband plus A joyless, that's mean a lady that's
Oh,
not happy.
distance, distance,
Plus
distance.
a joyless wife that creates distance. And the more distance, the more that you see things instead of bringing us close, and then we see in distance. Quelquefois, ça va qu'on ouais moun nan ou ouais moun nan mariage là, li juste là, mais pas gon mariage vrai
Yeah.
parce que gon distance qui nan ka là, gon distance qui nan relation, and then their belly talk, conversation courte, but a responsibility, a responsible husband plus a woman that's full of joy, that's create intimacy.
So, monsieur, bon m'dou on bagay nan bon créole. Depose pride la men. Drop the pride. Drop the pride and say, I understand. I see what you're saying. I see clearly what you're saying. I apologize. I will do it differently. I will move differently. Just take responsibility. Drop the pride. Drop it. Monsieur Tandem, drop the pride. The reason why I'm telling you to drop the pride is because you have taken the decision to get married. Every man, if you want to be prideful, if you want to be what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody who's so egoistic man. Don't get married.
Yeah.
Because marriage was not made for pridefuls. Marriage, God did not design marriage for those who have pride. Listen, gentlemen, be a leader. Be a leader, because there's one quality of a leader.
Yes.
He is not prideful. The true leader.
Yes.
I'm not talking about the manager. I'm talking about the people who just manage people, who just supervise people. I'm talking about a leader, a steward of his marriage, stewards of God's marriage. Be a leader. Drop the justification, because help the women to feel heard. When a woman carries joy, the man feel safe.
Yeah.
Justification builds a wall, and joy builds bridges, connection.
Yep. Do you want to build a wall, or do you want to build that bridges?
Exactly. So a responsible husband plus a joyful wife creates intimacy.
Yes.
It creates consistency.
Yeah.
It creates purity.
Together.
It creates a marriage that you can enjoy.
Yes.
God did not destine marriage for you not to enjoy it.
Yes.
Poo-
because
poo it.
you want to be happy. You don't enjoy your marriage to a point that when people sees you out there, they have the only thing that they have to say. Man, you always happy.
Exactly.
When your children sees you,
Yeah,
my
all
mom
the-
and dad.
and
Oh
that,
man,
yeah.
they're always giggling. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, sometimes kids, when you're so happy, sometimes they just, that's because they just enjoy that. But you know, they're just kids. So you just want to create that, so people can see that, man, you guys always happy. You guys look young. You feel young. You're always smiling. They have to see that. But whenever you're just so defensive as a man, and then you're always so upset, and you think that the man has to bring you happiness, take again.
Man,
bring your own
listen to me. I know a lot of men defend and justify themselves because they think if they use humility is weakness. Humility is not weakness. Humility is power. Humility is leadership. Yeah, let me say that again, man. As you listen to me, I'm speaking to the camera, directly to your ears, to your soul. When you stop defending, when you drop defense and practice humility, that doesn't make you a weaker man. It makes you a stronger man. It makes you a responsible man. It helps you to be a leader, because these are some qualities that every woman is looking from a man. And work on that tonight. Because responsible husband brings so much confidence and trust and safety in the life of his wife.
And you know, some men are married a woman, but in constant debate with her who you debating with? Because I thought when you marry, just two become one.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand. So why you debating your own wife?
Yeah.
Why you not working together?
This-
Because we are in it together. We are building together. But you always debating. Like, you know.
Your home, your home. You can write that down. Write it down. Write it down. Put it in big letter in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in wherever. My home is not a courthouse.
Yes.
My home is not a courtroom. My kitchen is not a courtroom. My bedroom is not a courtroom. Because you are inviting evil spirit,
Yeah.
bad spirit, when you keep on arguing all the time.
So,
So si span jouer avec une l'autre bout de concombre,
yeah.
parce que Kayua is the house of joy, but not la Kayua, c'est la maison de la joie, mais pas pas un tribunal, pas un tribunal
Jugement.
qui toujours un jugement, un juge.
Just like you say, it's not a courthouse. It's covenant. Marriage is covenant.
And most people, they come to counseling with the same mindset. That's why a lot of times counseling don't work. 70% don't work because they come with the mindset of judging.
Judging.
Like the counselor is a judge, and they come right there.
They come to point fingers.
Point fingers.
Or they just tell the counselor, you know, talk to her.
Talk to her.
We get that before.
Yeah.
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 Like the sitting. Talk to my wife.
Yeah.
Because she's the problem. Don't talk to my husband. He's the problem.
No.
We're not judging anybody.
No, there's no
This is not a courthouse.
no judgment
Our
zone.
marriage is covenant.
Yeah, our home is a altar. Is an altar where the covenant of God remains, where the ark of covenant is placed.
Yes.
Your home, your heart, your marriage, your environment is the altar where the ark of covenant is placed. That's what your home is. So therefore, it is not a courthouse. Stop the arguing, the debate. Après c'est ouais qui est-ce qui a gagné?
Yeah, stop trying to win the case.
You're not gonna win. In marriage, nobody ever won. Beaucoup jamais ouais ça.
Yes.
Gon moun kal go through a divorce, went through some stuff in the marriage, and then only one person win. We both losers,
We married.
and we both winners. So therefore, why not winning 100% than winning 50%?
Yeah. And why not winning each
Come on,
other's
guys.
hearts
Come on, guys.
versus winning a case? Just win your husband's heart,
Yeah,
win your wife's heart.
yeah.
Not the case.
Because defensiveness delays intimacy. Defensiveness delays intimacy. Lò ap défend tête li retarder connexion émotionnelle, connexion sentimentale que nous doit gagner ensemble. Et puis ça crée une distance. L'entendez ouais moun sa yo mande quitter ou besoin quitter. Et c'est ça que fait avant ouais moun nan vin mande quitter, ali te getan quitter 2 ans, 3 ans
Because
d'avance.
imagine, si on fait tout le temps dans discussion là, on fait 30 minutes net dedans. You want qui ça que t'as fait? So it delays intimacy versus like try to spend some time together, intimacy, but nous chita n'a discuter, n'a jouer, n'a debate, so it's just kind of delay. And then the more that we always arguing, the more, just like you said, the more distance the relationship we're going to be, because every time we get together, we just just arguing with each other.
As we are closing, man, let me tell you this. If tonight you make that decision, there's one beautiful word that I want to give you that's going to help your wife to see you in a whole different lens, a lens of authority, a lens of leadership, and a lens of a precious husband in her eyes, on her side. The word, repeat after me, man. I understand. Point final. The minute you start saying, I understand you, I see you, I hear you, oh man, I understand. I understand. Let's use I understand. And that's going to settle the case for you.
And the person will not say anything else.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
See, you
And
understand.
that is manhood. That is leadership. So as we're closing, men, stop justifying. Start growing.
Women, protect your joy. It protects your marriage.
Yes. Because when a man leads without ego and a woman loves with joy, you know what happens to marriage? Marriage becomes powerful. We're going to say that in a few more language. We're going to say that again. Let me say it in English and I'm going to switch it to Creole for everybody. When a man leads without ego and a woman loves with joy, marriage becomes powerful. Je vais essayer en créole pour mettre ma fin d'eau. Je vais créole ou ma fin en forme.
Là, on mari, on garçon, dirige Kylie. Sans bague colère, sans bague orgueil. Et fille elle-même, madame nan, femme nan, dirige ou bien li là.
Il remet avec l'amour.
Avec l'amour. Il remet avec l'amour. Mariage nan vini puissant. L'autre de mariage la vini puissant, pas gen moun qui ka krasel, pas gen moun qui ka rentre la donne, pas gen moun qui fait ka frayer la donne parce que ou même qui garçon k'ap diriger ou pas diriger avec orgueil, ou pas diriger frapper l'estomac comme mettre ce créole là, pas diriger frapper l'estomac ou même qui madame là qui cultive l'amour, ou gen l'amour, ou gen la joie dans kay là. Il y a des mariages à baguer.
Peut-être m'rive Saint-Domingue, moi frère Anoual monsieur, frère Anoual. Moi mais ouais monsieur men, monsieur pour Jean monsieur et cordial, pour Jean monsieur fait dans mariage li, pour Jean monsieur fait avec madame ni. Ou connaît madame monsieur qui c'est ambassadeur nous Saint-Domingue, qui c'est ambassadeur nous Saint-Domingue, ambassadeur Save Marriages Saint-Domingue. Yo remet mariage. Moi frère Anoual lui même ou est Jean monsieur avec madame ni Jean-Louis Lax, Jean Lalaise, ou est ça c'est on est qui pas dans mariage là avec égol, avec pride, avec orgueil, avec gros l'estomac. So c'est ça n'a dit à soi. Secret un mariage qui puissant. Et secret, messieurs, mes secrets et on ferme mes oreilles, madame, nous tendez ça. Nous te mettre faire toutes vos salles nous dehors, monsieur. Mes secrets, attendez, l'aime river pour n'aller. Ou te mettre faire n'importe vos salles ou dehors. Mais depuis pour venir, ma bonne secret fille pour n'aller et puis passe le basket. Voyons offrande. Ou te mettre ou te mettre faire toute votre salou dehors, monsieur, tendez, mano to mano m'a parlé là. Depuis mou vini devant madame nan, avec humilité, ou vini devant avec supplexe, ou vini devant avec compréhension, ou vini devant avec une façon c'est pas défendre ou défendre tête ou. C'est pas accuser ou accuser de son li approche de li ou pas dire que c'est pas ça ouais ou pas faire comme si c'est un monde foulé sont égaré li mais ou valoriser ça l'abdoula on garantit fi ça la parle ramasso dans voxal là li nettoyo li bayon li poudre li parfumé et puis li prier sous quand fin prier sous li bon tout ça qu'on est ou besoin l'eau adressé fia comme ça pour peut m'pas dire rien encore parce que conseil de parole au fin dit sous dit rien derrière ou gâter ça je paie
tu payes and a woman m'a dit ça encore so a woman that loves with joy so l'aurait mais avec l'amour aussi you know because there's some women they just love because they feel like they have to. They love because they don't want to leave the marriage. They love because their parents say that they need to stay, but there's no joy. When I say they love, people can see that, oh, they love each other, but they're not loving with joy. But when you love with joy, l'on remet, et pas seulement remet, non, mon remet avec un joie encore. Yo ouais, c'est pas un bail forcé, yo ouais, c'est pas un bagay, fait comme si m'da douce, mettez là, mais yo ouais que on remet avec yon joie. You always smiling, you always happy, and then you make everyone's happy in the home. This marriage, man with no ego, and a woman with love and joy, and in this marriage, it will be unbreakable. No one can break that marriage, and that marriage will become so powerful. And then that's what we want for you. That's what we want for your marriage, women. That's what we want for your marriage, men.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. Our job is done. We gotta run. We were Pastor Ernst and Lady Carline Thervil, and this is the Marriage Show. Join us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Real talk, real issues, and real marriage. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, and we love you. There is nothing you can do about it.
We'll see you next Monday night at 7.